Alright guys, welcome back to Cooler Presents, which is a series where I take a cooler as a friend and as a leader to support the transformation boost rotations that are going to be the stars of the show. We also bring a third support to make sure that the two rotations that we're featuring are getting support throughout the entire match. Now we have replaced our extra support from Turles, who was 40% to attack, to now Goddess Toa, who is 30% attack and defense with 3 key and the potential for an extra 10% attack and the potential for an extra 10% defense. She's mental, absolutely mental. But yeah, suffice to say Turles has been benched, unfortunately. But we're running kind of a themed couple of rotations. Obviously the transforming Boo rotations, the LR and the exchange, as well as Super Saiyan 3 transforming Goku, as well as the Vegito Blue. Now obviously the TURs kind of share that anime kind of scene there. I'm just looking at key. So Vegito will get, this is actually a perfect setup. So Vegito will get ample opportunity to stack his attack, like as much as possible. And Boo will be on turn 3, which means we can float him off to meet the other Boo and get the active skill as soon as possible. This is perfect. And hopefully we get a couple of additionals with Vegito. We got one at least, which is good. So yeah, the Super Saiyan 2 / Super Saiyan 3 Goku versus the Exchange Majin Buu is kind of anime accurate, I guess. And then you got the LR Buu versus the animations from when Vegito Blue is in base. Those animations, despite the background of them, are actually from the Buu Saga fight with Buu. So yeah, kind of themed, I guess. This might sting. It's fine. Barely 20, not even 20% damage. So we'll heal most of that back with Boo here now. Yeah, so we'll get a an 18 key super, so he'll stack his defense at the very least. Hopefully we'll get the additional, or maybe even 2 additionals. One from his passive, one from his hidden potential. But defense is fine. Now what we plan to do is transform the LR Boo at the same time as the exchange Boo. Very, very tempting to kind of just let him stack forever, but at some point you've got to use it. And I feel like it's a fair point to wait until the exchange Boo is kind of in his final form to bring out Boo Han. So here is Evil Boo. We'll be pushing him off rotation this turn so that he can use his active skill turn 6. Which is, yeah, I don't quite understand how that actually works in terms of the wording of his passive and everything like that. See, look at that, Toa's at 100k defense and she's not even linked with anyone. Obviously just supporting itself basically to get that. So this will be the 3rd super with Vegito. I think that's a sweet spot for him in terms of stacking his attack. I feel like that's a really kind of fair amount, because I think it's max of 6, minimum of none, obviously. It's kind of a middle ground there at 3. I was hoping for maybe 4 or 5. No, that's alright. It's all good. So yeah, we'll have 3 stacks with Vegito going into the blue transformation. And she seals and lowers attack. She does so much. She's just like, I mean, the Darkness Tower was a great support. And like the Darkness Tower, she has that kind of fall under a certain HP and she'll heal you up. The Darkness Tower, however, is 30% and heals a lot like Cell, whereas this Tower is 50%, under 50%, sorry, and heals 50%. So, I mean, yeah. They also get extra support abilities when in that turn that they do that, because they only get to do it once only. 3.3, so that's his 2nd stack of defense. Hopefully we get a stack of attack at the very least as well, because he'll be transforming next turn. We don't. Okay, so no attack stacks. We might stall this one out, just not super attacking with the coolers, because despite the fact they're supports, they still do stupid damage. They're crazy. And at the time of recording, Bojack was just announced, who is basically Cooler 2.0, but I really like the look of him. I think it's going to be really fun. I probably should have attacked with Vegito to get his passive up and running, but we'll just see what we do here, because this is not how they will be linking. Obviously Goku, well, that's actually really impressive. Goku will change into Over in a Flash next time, which could be slightly delayed because there's a very, very high chance we'll get this guy under 80% HP by the next turn, which is not ideal, but at least from Goku's perspective, who wants to transform. So 260 odd K defense here. We'll transform with the exchange move first. Nice, and now we'll transform. Yeah, so he actually gets a little bit more links from Boo before you transform with Boo, but it's only Fear and Faith, I'm pretty sure, which is literally just key. I mean, it lowers the enemy's defense as well, but that will really not do as much as you may think.
Don't worry, the pain is but momentary. Jack will follow.
Alrighty. So, but obviously that wouldn't even be worth trading Big Bad Bosses on the LR. Metamorphosis, Big Bad Bosses there. So 340, yeah, we're safe as houses. He stacked defense twice and he's just not taking damage ever again. Now I did that for the Rainbow Orbs, because Super Boo gets crit chance. I can't remember how much exactly, but he gets crit chance when he collects Rainbow Orbs. So we'll see how we go here. 3.1, straight out the bat. Boo is solid. With 40%, 50% damage reduction? I can't quite remember. Yeah, so we're not transforming with Goku. 5-0 mid. So he's 5.1 with a guaranteed 30%. It'll be hard to tell because he won't have Big Bad Bosses with Toa. It's probably the one disadvantage of Toa. Whereas Turles will bring Big Bad Bosses around with him, Toa will not. But I still like her better because she gives defense. So he's at 100k, that's solid. But I am going to make sure that this Goku gets his... Oh, that's a shame. Oh, yeah, this Vegito, I want to raise his passive up a little bit. He takes a little bit of damage before he supers, because obviously he raises it on super, but we won't really in any trouble there. So we'll try and keep track of how many attacks he's done, just for the value of knowing, so that's 2. I'll most likely lose count. I always lose count, like every single time. Now we are running the brand new stage, Protect History Time Patrol, or whatever it's called. I mean, it's just basically infinite Dragon Ball history for Dragon Ball heroes. I don't know why they felt the need to do... Oh, that's actually really good. Yeah, I don't know why they feel the need to do a whole new event for it. I guess maybe because it is heroes, I'm not sure, but... I don't want... So I don't think she's got her additional buff handy right now, because I think... I don't know why I think that actually, because he just raised it himself in the last turn. So see what he does. See what he takes here. I think this Goku hits not softly. 50k is solid. But, oh, actually, I think that might be the 40% attack from her. In all honesty, 3.47 seems high. Could be wrong. But here we go. We are all sorted. Every transformation has happened. So they will share 4 links: Kamehameha, Over in a Flash, Fierce Battle, and Super Saiyan, which is obviously really quite good. Kamehameha won't be active for Goku yet because he hasn't activated his super. It'll go active now though. So quickly before we... 111, 90, 90. Yeah, so 4 links there, 4 links there, 1 link there. Let's see what this rotation does. Oh, and the dodge. Lovely. Because he does have a 30% chance to dodge when he gets 3 keys through. So, yeah, nice. And then, so this is attack 3, 3.8 mil. 55%. 11 links. All the rotational units, by the way, are 55%, which is not a bad showcase. Unfortunately, the Super Saiyan 2 Goku is not yet level 10 links. Is that? Shit, I was talking. I think that's 4 attacks, or is it 5? Oh, very less count. Oh well, at minimum it's 4. They've all got decent skill orb on them as well. I wouldn't mind an additional skill orb. So for the additional super attack on Exchange Majin Buu. All those physical orbs are there, and he doesn't get... Oh, it's big bad bosses. Okay, so this will be a good indication, actually, of what 30% support without big bad bosses is going to do, so that we can kind of get an idea of whether or not Toa is supporting extra or not. That's the Dokkan attack, I didn't even realise. So 4.47. So if Toa is on rotation and he does 4.47, it means that it's just her normal passive. If it's higher, it means she's got that extra 10% attack at least. I'm not sure if the attack activates automatically the defense, like whether they come together or whether they're technically separate. Like you've got a chance for the defense, but you might not get the attack, or vice versa. I'm not totally sure. So yeah, I think I've already lost count. But yeah, hopefully you're keeping track at home there. This should be a decent... That's the 6 orbs for him, so he'll be kind of super effective against all types, which is solid. Solid, it's amazing. This, I really like this unit, by the way, this adult Gotenks, Xeno Gotenks, whatever you want to call him. I think he's really good, like, to use. 5 mil. Wow. I love these units still, look at that. Just no crit, but 2 so far. I mean, he is super effective. But, yeah. So that's at least 6 supers, maybe 7. Because last turn I think he might have done the additional. Forgive me for not paying super amounts of attention. I kind of got lost in my train of thought. That happens sometimes. Especially when you're using teams like this that are just mind-blowingly good. We shouldn't have too much trouble in this event, by the way. They do smack you around if you're uncareful, and that's the dodge. So 11 dodge on Toa means that she has basically a 1 in 9 chance to dodge. I really like that. The rest is obviously additional for her seal and more importantly the lowering of her of the attack of the enemy. And I gave her a little bit of crit just for the sheer chance for it to happen. She doesn't, personally don't think she needs crit, but I mean I'm sure that someone will tell me that it's not ideal to leave crit off her too much, but it's just how I like to design my units. Each their own. And this Exchange Buu is really putting in work. Really impressive. This might sting this rotation. 120k defense though. Can we got 6 orbs there, or see he'll still get 6 orbs here, that's okay. So Vegito might take damage he will take damage, period, if he gets supered, but in the first slot, like in the very first 2 attacks there, if he gets supered, it'll hurt quite a bit, I feel. Yeah, here we go. Because he wasn't tanking properly then. So, you know what? That's honestly not that bad. 5.47 is obviously more than the reward to outweigh the risk of getting that super attack there. 3.8 to follow it up. So yeah, like that's just a sneaky 9 mil. He's just doing that. That being said, when comparing to the other rotation, I'm pretty sure Buu wouldn't be far off that if he gets all of his additionals. I guess the difference is Vegito's additional is guaranteed, as opposed to Buu's, which is an additional normal with a chance for a super attack. And Goku's tanking, which is good. But Goku's really impressive. Alright, so what was it? 4.47. We'll see what Buu can do. I think it was a full 24 key, which might stop us from seeing... Oh, yeah. Yeah, so we won't actually get the comparison, but that's okay. 3.47, so yeah, so that's been consistent with him so far. I wonder if maybe we'll see a buyer with Toa in rotation at some point. This is interesting. Yeah, nothing. That's fine. So yeah, 12 key super, 3 mil. That's, I mean, he didn't stack any of his attack, whereas Vegito technically stacked it 3 times. And there's your second, that's from the passive, so he's still got the potential for 1 more thanks to his hidden potential system, obviously being physical as well. Just realised that I stuffed up my overlay. Vegito, sorry not Vegito, Buu has crit, that's the 3rd super. So yeah, that's kind of, I mean, it's a shame we didn't get the 24 kill with him, honestly, but it is what it is. And she's taking a little bit of damage now, which is a shame actually, because honestly thinking about it, I think we're going to get her passive where she heals the 50% on this rotation next time around, which is not actually what we want, because when that happens, she supports, I think, what is it? I don't know off the top of my head. I think it's an extra 50% or something for extreme class only. Yeah, extreme class allies attacking defense 50% and recovers 50% HP when she falls below, which obviously we would like that to fall when she's on this rotation, given that it's an extreme class rotation. But unless we heal up dramatically, I don't think that's going to happen. And honestly, we might even finish the fight before we get to that point, which isn't what we want to do. I mean, I'd like to see what damage we will do in that scenario, but yeah, 3.37 with cool on rotation, so the 3.47 must be the extra 10% damage from Toa. 5.15, yeah. He's a monster. I love this unit so much. I love all these units, but this Boo is just fun. Being able to stack attack and defense and not even need to do it much anyway. This is type dis- No, it's not. It's type advantage. Yeah, see, we're not taking anything. And Cooler's just going to keep trucking away. He's taking a little bit of damage there now, though. We might, yeah, because it's type disadvantage, we'll count on the dodge. We can get 8 orbs as well, which means we'll be type super effective against all types, which is obviously really handy. And he's going to do, let's have a look. Is he going to dodge? He is. Okay, so he wasn't quite tanking either. 3.4. Solid. I like it. And Vegito's obviously just going bananas. It wouldn't be far off being built up now. I've already lost count, that's okay. And then 4.5 as the additional. Jesus, he gets it. And she's taking a little bit of damage, but that's okay. Our supports are kind of, yeah. Wait, did we recover there? I didn't notice. There's no way to get, yeah, I was hoping I'd get some rainbow with the exchange boo there for some crit chance, but it's okay. 3.37, yeah, so I have to believe that 3.47 is the extra 10%. Oh, jeez. This exchange boo is just stopping us from seeing what the LR boo can do. He's really good. Okay. Well, I'm willing to bet that this is him fully built up now, honestly. I'm going to do that because that'll still allow Goku to have 6 orbs. 140. I think that was the same defense stat as last time, which might mean he's fully built up. It's so hard to say. I wish they had a little indicator to let you know. But 6.5 basically on the money. And then 4.3, so yeah, just 10 mil. I'd be curious to know what Boo would do with 3 stacks of attack. Because unlike Vegito, he wouldn't need to build up after that. He'd just transform and then go to town. I guess the trade-off of that is that he's additionally his passive isn't guaranteed to be a super, which is annoying, but that's okay. Cooler's still putting up good numbers for a support type unit, basically. Like, that's how I want to look at it when I'm using this thing. Oh wow, she stings. I guess there's no big bad bosses out here, but still. See, it would have been nice if she actually supered Cooler there, actually. I would have liked to have seen Toa get that passive there. And we've got a couple of rainbow orbs, so Boo's crit chance will be that little bit higher. What exactly is that, by the way? 12%. So you've got basically a 25% chance to crit with 3.47. That has to be... Well, there's no other explanation, because he's still in the first slot, but he's doing more damage than when a 2 key 30% attack and defense support is on rotation, so it has to be the extra. So it's happening pretty regularly, I'd like to say. And and he's just gonna... I think he might finish this, or maybe not. If he does 3 supers, and one of them... If this crits even... No. Ooh, interesting to see what this does. I don't think it'll do anything. Ooh, it does. Jesus, she hits hard. Because I'm pretty sure... Oh, this is tough. So there's no big bad bosses, so I think he's at the 290%. Oh, sorry, at 290k defense-ish. And being type of bonus, she still tanks rather well, actually. That's good. Oh, he's sealed. That's alright. Oh, well, it won't matter. Let's just use this. Just bring it home strong. Yeah, 141. So he was fully built up last turn, I believe. We'll let this play out.
Take a good long look. This is the true power of Vegito. Final Kamehameha!
And the very, very awesome finish screen that you get with him when you use the active skill. But this is the transformation boost, I guess, / terrifying Conqueror's team, because that's how Toa fits on. It's how Turlo's fit on as well, in fairness. But yeah, this is Cooler Presents. This is the 3rd in the series of Cooler Present. Hang around to the end of the video and you'll get the links for the other 2 ones that I've done. I do plan to do a couple of others as I find different rotations that work rather well. I also plan to do future Gohan Presents as well, seeing as he's also a support type unit that can float and defend quite well, and I'll bring another, do the same concept again basically with him as well. Just the standard housekeeping towards the end here, guys. If you want to like and subscribe, that would be fantastic. And follow us over on Twitch. Come join us in a stream. All of that is free to do, so I don't see why not. But if you'd rather not, I totally understand. Have a nice day. I'll see you next time. Bye now.